Get a few people on here. Wait. Okay, can you guys see me? Give me some indication here. I think I screwed up and said portrait, but hopefully you're not seeing it that way. Can anybody see me? Let me know here. Hello? Well, I don't know if anybody's watching, but you can see this is the Federal Courthouse. And we have a massive, massive crowd here. One person. Well, one person for impeachment. There's actually other people here. Here we go. So, uh-oh, I hope it doesn't rain. This is Alifa. Oh, here's her sign. So, as you can see, and your name is Alifa, right? Alita, I'm sorry. So, are you going to go to the Impeach thing in Miami tomorrow?
Oh, that I didn't know about.
Yeah. That's going to be a lot bigger, I think.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that.
There might be 3 or 4 there.
Thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, so you're the only one. What happened to everybody else?
Well,
Where's everybody else?
We have a counter protester, but I'm not sure about that one.
Oh yeah, actually there are more people here. We have one person for impeachment, and we got another one, and then we got the counter protester.
Can you tell what I'm saying?
Hello, you're telling Pelosi to teach now.
Right.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, hey, are you guys going to be in Miami tomorrow?
They are in Miami tomorrow at noon.
No, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? Okay. I can. But
What happened? Where is everybody? I thought it was going to be a big... Oh, yeah. Oh, you were actually with them. Yeah, so...
What do you want to know?
Yeah, this is on YouTube.
Yeah. Trump is my president. I love him so much.
Es
so
lo
much.
mejor, ¿sí?
Yeah. Trump is a very good guy.
So here, let me get your sign. So actually,
5, 60 years literally, this country can be like that in the future. You have to be careful because they want to put the socialism in this country. In Cuba, it was 60 years today.
Yeah,
Today
you're from
it's
Cuba,
modern.
originalmente?
Yeah.
De
In
Habana?
the 80s, I came in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
I get married with an American guy. He began to talk Spanish only because Korean guy. He began to talk Spanish only because he wanted to speak Spanish in the house, no English. And now he speaks more Spanish only.
Yeah, that's sort of like
he know English, he is American.
yeah.
Then I love Trump.
You know where my wife is from?
No.
Almost as bad as Cuba, Venezuela.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
Then
No hay comida in Venezuela. No hay comida. Or electricidad.
eating from the garbage.
Okay, so you're up to 3.
Here we go.
We have
There's
to take
Lori.
care of this
You got 3.
country.
Are you going to go to the one in Miami tomorrow?
No, I'm going to Pride. I'm volunteering at Pride Festival tomorrow.
What, Fres?
The Pride
Oh.
Festival.
You might get rained out.
My president, I love him.
So I think you're outnumbered them about 3-1 here. And
Impeach! 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 Hold Ted Joyce! Hold Debbie Wasserman Schultz!
Is that
Impeach!
significant piece of work? Debbie Wasserman Schultz? You want to talk
Not
about
because he's the
corrupt.
worst president ever, which he is. He's a criminal. He's the worst president ever, which he is. He's a criminal.
You know, most of Congress
He's a
and
criminal.
every single United States
And he
senator
laughs at all of
has
you people. He thinks all of you
already
people are
committed
little
various
people.
impeachable
He laughs
offenses.
at you.
Hey, are you?
What you're asking is for the Congress,
He laughs
most
at
of whom
you.
are criminals,
Because
Yeah.
you're the
impeach a
little people
president
who have to go to
about whom-
Vietnam. Oh, believe
Are you
me,
guys going to-
evidence is still to be
the
presented.
most
Yeah.
narcissistic.
Are you going to Miami
All he
one
cares
tomorrow?
about is himself. He doesn't give a shit about this country.
Well, I think I screwed this one up. I don't know. I can't tell. I'll tell when I'm home. Oh, wait. Here, I'm reading comments.
Yeah, you just want to turn this place into a communist.
I won't be well. Okay, so at least you guys are seeing it, but let me know if it's coming in as landscape, because I don't know. This thing keeps telling me to rotate my device. Maybe she's YouTubing me. So I'm gonna go. Oh, and Brian Craig, if you're watching this,
By all means.
there's a big, great sale, 50% off on at Old Navy today only on men's, on really good men's shirts. I actually was there yesterday, and I didn't get them because some shirts were 30%,
Tough argument.
and those were 30% off, but now they're 50%. So back I go. So this really isn't very many people here. It's basically we have 2.5. Well now. Oh wait, there's 3. There's 2 there, and there's 1 here. Outnumbered by the counter protesters. So I'm wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. So yeah, I was worried if my battery, I have an auxiliary battery, but I left it in the car because it was raining. I was worried, do I have enough power to last me for 2 hours? I think we're going to wind this up within less than half an hour. There basically is nothing.
Bye. Trump is my president. I love him so much.
Go back to
They
work,
love
man.
They love Hitler. The Cubans, they love past presidents. Oh, I don't like that. A lot of people like tyrants.
Yeah, I got 1 comment. I'm going to be curious how this.
I want to be a democracy.
So what happened here? Where is everybody? What happened? Rain? So tomorrow there'll be a lot more people in Miami? So we have 1. Actually, we're up to 5. 5, but it's about even match now. There's about 5 or 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it's 5 and 5 now. Not the biggest of protests. This tells me there's not a massive wave. We had some rain, but come on. It's not even raining now. Hey, I'm going to be... We're on YouTube. People are watching. I got a question. What happens? This is like a science fiction question, but maybe not. What happens if, like, you step into like a time machine and it's 2 years from now, and Trump is still president? What happens then?
I think I'll be in Canada.
Really? Anybody else want to answer that? 2 years from now, if Trump is still president, what happens? No? Okay, science fiction question. You're in a time machine, 2 years into the future, Trump, and you get out of the time machine and Trump's still president. What happens? Huh? Yeah, but it's a science fiction. I like science fiction. I'm trying to lighten the mood here. I have a humor channel. It's called Dummy Funnies. You guys aren't helping me. maybe this guy over here. I like that question. Okay, hey, I got a fun question.
Wow.
It's like, are you a science fiction fan?
Not really.
But okay, but this is still kind of cool. I'm sure you
Okay.
saw Back to the Future, right?
Years ago.
Okay, so let's say you go into a time machine,
Yes.
a DeLorean, whatever,
All right.
and you go forward exactly 2 years into the future.
Okay.
You get out,
All right.
and first thing, of course, obviously, the first thing is to do is you're going to run to the nearest newsstand, right? See what's up,
Yes.
and Trump's still president. What happens?
Well, I'm 61.
Yeah.
I'm most sad for my nieces who are 35 and 30. I'm most sad for them because nothing will be done on climate change. The Supreme Court will overturn Roe v. Wade because, you know, obviously Trump will have another Supreme Court pick. The Supreme Court will probably overturn gay marriage rights. I mean, so the country won't be recognizable. It will be a very mean country.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
worried
in.
for the future. I'd be very sad for me.
Hey, you too, asshole!
But mostly for the younger people in America. I'd be
Okay.
very sad for that.
So it's June 2021. You got that time machine.
Yeah.
What are you going to do then at that point? You can
What
go
are we gonna do?
forward, back, or just stay there.
Hey,
Well, I mean,
Trump is
you
president
got the
in June
DeLorean time
2021.
machine. You can do whatever you want. You can go.
Nothing I can do.
You
I
can go
just
back
keep-
100 years. You can go
I-
forward.
I-
No, you can go forward 100 years. You can just stay there. What would you do? This is the question. This is why it's a science fiction question.
I'm not that good at science fiction. Sorry.
I know,
I
but-
told you how I'd feel.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
So when you would you want to?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Really?
I'm sorry.
But I mean, if you really feel that way, wouldn't you go back to like the year 2015 and start? All right, let's say you could go in a time machine and you go back to 2015. Oddly enough, that's when Back to the Future 3 took place. Remember?
Yeah.
So you go to 20. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well,
Back to the Future
2015
2.
was better
no,
than
back
today.
Back to
If
the
you're
Future
asking me,
2.
Was 2015 better than it
Okay,
is today?
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, but that was Back to the Future 2, my mistake. Back to the Future 3 was 1885, I think. Okay, so you go back to the year.
Impeach. Impeach Trump now. No, not Nancy.
Oh,
Nancy. Time to impeach.
I think we're wanting to.
No, Trump. Trump.
Okay, so you go back to the
Look.
year.
Okay. You.
Okay.
You agree? You're not so sure, really? You like Trump? You like Trump? You do. There are your people. Yeah, that's their side. Go ahead.
So you go back to the year 2015. You get out of the DeLorean. What
Yes.
do you do? What would you do? I mean, like you're the only one that knows the future.
Celebrate. Trump hasn't been president yet. And then we have to make sure that Hillary goes to Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan.
Yeah. Why didn't you go to there? Or Wisconsin
I
anyway?
mean, she won by 3 million votes.
Yeah, but why didn't you go to
Unfortunately,
Wisconsin?
the Electoral College is
Yeah.
our Michigan system where the popular vote getter doesn't become president.
Okay, but why
Which is
didn't?
crazy in
Okay,
itself,
but why-
Believe me, the day after the election, she wished she had.
You think?
She would have wished she had.
You think she might have had? She looked kind of tired. Maybe she just.
I don't think she looked tired. I don't think she was tired.
Okay.
That was sort of the right-wing
Okay.
spin machine trying to
But
spin that, oh, she's tired.
Yeah,
She's
but no,
not up to it.
but she wasn't doing. I don't think she did a third of the campaign stops as Trump.
She did a lot of campaigns.
But not as-
I
not-
saw her a lot.
I
I don't
mean,
know. I
okay.
can't. Maybe you're right.
Okay,
Maybe
so
you're right.
are
I
you a
have
little
no
bit
idea.
worried about Biden? Maybe let's face it.
Every single Democrat running is far superior. to
Yeah, but
Trump.
that's not the point. The point is who's
I don't
the
know
best.
who I
right?
want yet. I don't know who I want.
But Biden is.
I don't know who I want yet.
Yeah. So, well, at least you answered. I don't know. Those people there, they didn't like my science fiction question. I thought it was a pretty damn. Would you? Yeah,
a good
here.
question.
I'm not a professional
Now, if it was
interviewer.
2015, we'd be in the Iran deal.
Okay.
Kavanaugh wouldn't be on the court, and Gorsuch wouldn't be on the court.
The Iran deal?
We'd be back into the Iran, that Obama worked very hard to create this deal, which Trump said, I'm not, we'd be in the Paris Climate Accord. Roe v. Wade wouldn't be threatened to be overturned. There'd be a lot of, Trump has done a lot of damage. He gave a platform to Kim Jong-un of North Korea, elevated him in the eyes of the world, and we got nothing for him. You want to know more? He moved the capital. I mean, he recognized the capital of Israel as Jerusalem, okay? Now, when you do something great like that for a nation, you expect something. In other words, you tell Israel, but Israel, you have to stop those settlements in the West Bank, all right? Stop increasing the settlement population in the West Bank. Trump got nothing. That's the deal maker in chief.
Okay. Hey,
He doesn't know what he's doing, and he never should have been president.
so
But unfortunately, and I don't think he really wanted to be president. I think he did it as a marketing technique to make money. And I think he was as surprised as anybody on the morning after the election to find out he was president.
Now I have a really important question. Are you ready for a real important, serious? Okay. What do you think about my time machine question?
To be harassed
interesting
and
question.
irritated
Well,
by you.
on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, where would you rank that type of question? See, I'm
about
like,
a 6. I've
A
heard better
6?
questions, yeah.
I got a friend of mine, Brian, that's a professional interviewer. Maybe Brian would do better than me, but he's into
But you've
Star
done very
Trek.
well. You've done very well.
Okay, well, he's more of a Star Trek guy.
You're pretty good.
I'm not that much into Star Trek. Well, anybody want to do it? The science fiction question. The guy gave me a 6 out of 10 on my science fiction question. I'd say that was good. Okay, I got one serious question. Forget science fiction, and then I'll leave. I won't pester anybody. If Nancy Pelosi is the one that is bringing it up or not bringing up the impeachment, if she doesn't bring it up, what happens?
She's got a pretty firm control on the House of Representatives. I think it'll be difficult for an impeachment to move forward if she doesn't agree with it. But she's got to, with all the stuff that's coming out, at some point she's moving.
Well,
She's moving towards impeachment slowly.
Yeah,
I'd
but
like her to move a little
isn't
quicker.
there a ticking time clock on that? I mean, after a certain time, it's counterproductive. You got to do it before 2020, right?
We would hope.
Yeah, so 2020, it's January 1st. Forget about going 2 years in the future. Go 6 months, it's January 2020. And nothing, there's still no impeachment. What happens?
Well, I'm just hoping that he won't be reelected, and if there is no impeachment, then he'll be eligible for criminal charges. So that'll be good.
What crime?
Huh?
What crime?
What crime? Accepting help from a foreign agent, the emoluments clause. Mainly the emoluments clause.
So there was collusion? I mean, I saw Rob Reiner say something
There is
about
no
that.
such thing as collusion.
Okay,
That's
conspiracy.
a phrase that we don't. And
Okay, conspiracy.
And the reason there is no conspiracy is because his people were too stupid to do it.
Okay, so it would have happened, but they were too stupid.
Yes.
Okay, I got
They
it.
reached out and they tried, but they messed up. They spelled
So couldn't they
things
use?
wrong.
So if they go to trial, can they use stupidity as their defense?
Well, that was actually Mueller. One of the reasons he gave that he did not bring charges against Donald Trump Jr. was that Donald Trump Jr. lacked general intelligence to know that he was committing a crime, which is a nice way of saying the guy's stupid. But yeah, I think I've always thought that Trump was going to go under for the emolument clause. That's moving forward. It's going very, very slowly, but that's happening.
So basically, Trump, according to them, did not commit a crime because he was too stupid. Hey, to all those criminal defendants out there, maybe you should just plead stupidity and get off of whatever you want. Notice how they can't actually come up with or conspiracy. It's like, oh yeah, it happened, but it didn't happen because he was too stupid to do it.
Intelligence votes for Trump. Anybody with intelligence. The best economy ever in this country. How can you not vote?
You should have heard the answer they gave me to a question. I said, so what was Trump guilty of? He says, well, if he wasn't so stupid, he would have been guilty of conspiracy. So you're saying he would have been
guilty then.
Yeah, he's not
Idiot.
guilty from stupidity. He's just too
Fucking
stupid.
dummy.
It's a thought crime.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo!
By the way, a couple of the, that Alita there, she's kind of cool. The one I just spoke to, and that guy, he was kind of okay. But man, there's a couple of women there that are a couple real hardcore. I mean, if there's ever Bolshevism in this country. Anyway, I thought that, honestly, I thought there'd be like maybe 30, 40 people and there'd be speeches and stuff. And just basically not just people standing on the street. That's what this is. So, I'm wondering, should I go tomorrow or not? What do you guys think? Let me know in your comments. Oh, and give me a thumbs up. I think I screwed this up on recording. I learned. You know what? Better to make my mistakes now on a nothing little thing like this than in a couple of weeks when I got to do the, as a reminder, the Democrat debates for 2 days on the 26th and 27th of 20. Oh, Richie, is that Richie the bus driver? No, that's Richie probably a friend of Richie the bus driver's. He's retired. So anyway. It's really nothing. It's the group here, pro-Trump, is bigger than the anti-Trump. I don't know. I sort of like that question, though. I wonder, you know what? Maybe I should ask Fernando Mondi if I go to the Miami one. I'm still up in the air. Because if that one down there in Miami is as big of a dud as this. Now, one reason why I might want to go to the one down there is because not far from the demonstration tomorrow, that protest tomorrow, is the Adrian Arch Center where they'll have the Democrat debates. Hey, any of you guys going to the Democrat debates? The presidential debates in 2 weeks? The presidential debates are in Miami in 2 weeks. Presidential debates in 2 weeks. I'll have to write down some new questions. I'm not so crazy about the Back to the Future one with the DeLorean. Oh, I actually thought you were smiling at me. No. Okay, now you're up higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6. You guys are an even dozen now. 6 and 6. 6 and 1, half a dozen of the other. 6 and 1, half a dozen of the other. 12. Who's going to make the baker's dozen? 2, 4, 6. Anybody going to be at the Miami one tomorrow? No? Yes? Maybe? Is it going to be any good? Old Navy. I was just talking about the Old Navy. Hey, Old Navy. I just told them, you know, I swear, I'm not kidding. This is not a joke, a DeLorean. But tonight, I'm going to Old Navy. They got a half-price sale on men's shirts.
Cool.
I mean, really good ones.
Good luck.
Yeah. Today only, Father's Day sale.
Good luck.
See?
And Pete.
Old Navy.
And Pete.
Here's an Old Navy
He's
guy.
waving at everybody. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Are you going to be at...
It's on the website. Yeah. On the national, you know, it's on the national page for all the. Yeah.
Well, the sun's coming out, finally. Hey, if I see you in Miami, I'm gonna have a Forbidden Planet question. Oh. So basically, nothing much. Hey, maybe he'll answer my DeLorean. Hey, we're on YouTube.
Hi.
I got an interesting question.
Sure.
The guy gave me good answers. Oh, she doesn't want me to. She doesn't like my question. It's no. It's about DeLorean. It's about the Back to the Future movie.
I actually didn't see that movie.
Okay, you haven't?
No, I actually haven't.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the only person in America that has not seen Back to the Future.
If it makes any difference, I also haven't seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz I saw last year with a friend, but I haven't seen a lot of classics.
How about Forbidden Planet?
That I actually haven't seen either.
You haven't seen Forbidden Planet?
No.
Oh my God! You got to see it. I swear. You know, if you see it, you'll thank me. My name's PJ. You'll say, "Oh, thank God for PJ. He told me about Forbidden Planet." Whatever you do, you got to see Forbidden Planet. Oh, how about now? Don't tell me you haven't seen this one, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I actually have. I'm not big on sci-fi movies in general.
Wow.
Yeah.
They could put you on display. Somebody that hasn't seen any of the Back to the Futures, hasn't seen Forbidden Planet, and hasn't seen, what was the other one? 2001.
Yeah, that one I didn't see.
You got to see it. Oh, my wife's calling me. Well, I'll call her. Actually, that's the most amazing thing I've learned all day here. Seriously.
That's probably a good thing.
I don't know. Well, you know, I can't judge because a lot of people talk about all these video games like that I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Got no idea. Or bands. Certain bands, or especially video games, I have, you know, no idea what they're talking about. So, who am I to judge?
That's true. I mean, in another generation, the question is going to be, how did you ever play this video game? And then if you say no, then, you know.
Are you going to go to the one down in Miami tomorrow?
No.
Because I might have a Forbidden Planet. Well, see, my DeLorean. Okay, I'll tell you what the DeLorean question. See, they had a thing where if you went at a certain speed in a DeLorean, you could
That
travel
one I
in
do
time.
know. Is it 88 miles an hour or 81 miles an hour?
And then how do you, wait, are you sure you didn't see it?
It's a very common internet trope.
Okay, but the thing is, let's say you can go into a DeLorean, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just 2 years in the future. We're not going way in the future. So everything's, you get out, everything looks just about the same. Some of the cars are a little different, and maybe you'll see a few driverless cars. But, of course, what's the first thing you want to find out if you're 2 years in the future? You just open up the car and you get out of the time machine.
How am I doing?
Well, no, you're there. You forget about you. What about wouldn't you be curious? What would be the biggest thing in the news you would want to find out if you went?
I feel like you're leading me into asking who wins the next election.
No. Well, what? No, I'm not saying who would win, but what would happen? What will you do? Because you remember the DeLorean car, the time machine will still be working. If you see that Trump is still president, you'll go to a newsstand, he's still President Trump. What do? You can go back to the future, you can go back in time, you could stay where you are, or go somewhere in the future. What would you do?
It depends on your visa time travel, because there's a couple of different theories. So there are some theories where you can travel back in the time, there's nothing you can do, that will change the future. And there are theories where you go back in the time and you step on a lizard, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that one. Yeah, Doc Brown was talking about that. You can go back in time, and you can actually, if you wanted to go back in time, that was your decision, and you could change things, would you do that?
It's a complicated world.
And what would you do? And what year? What year would you go to?
I could go back in time. I don't know that I would go back in time. I think it's important to live in the present.
I don't know.
I mean, you can ask anyone that question, and pretty much everyone will have an answer that would dramatically change the future because it's based off of their own personal image of the future. But the thing is, the future doesn't belong to a single person; it belongs to all of us.
Yeah, but you know what I would do? I mean, a good answer would be you go back to the day after the 1920. You go back to the 1929 stock market crash, the day after, and you just buy up every stock you can get. You go, okay, great. And then you go back to the future to now, and you'd be like a billionaire.
Well, yes, but then how would you justify owning stock for 80 years and still being alive?
Nobody, I got it. Nobody knows. Nobody would know that. Only I would know that.
Well, wouldn't it be suspicious if you come back to this day and time, you're 99 years, you're supposed to be 99 years old.
Yeah, actually, that is a good thing. Yeah. You know what? You know what I would say? I said, I would just do this. I said, what do you think I went back in a time machine? Oh, wow. This one's serious.
Asking our Congress people stand up and begin an impeachment inquiry now. Impeach Trump now! Impeach Trump now! Impeach Trump now!
No, here's the deal. Okay, it looks like a news cameraman, and so anyway, they got all excited once the news camera shows up. By the way, I've seen this before. I've seen this many times. You'll see a demonstration where nothing really is happening, and all of a sudden they get all kinds of energy once it does. But you know what? I'm not going to get anything. They're into there yelling and screaming, which you can probably see on the news.
I'm not going to bother us as long as there's nothing going on.
Well, the most amazing thing I found out today, there's actually somebody that never saw any of the Back to the Future movies, never saw Forbidden Planet, never saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, one of the impeachment guys.
Trump!
All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day.
I love him so much.
There's nothing much else we can get. Yeah, see, she's basically play acting that. The one that was, they're play acting for the cameras. I think that's a news cameraman. So, yeah, they're definitely play acting for the cameras. Oh, here's one. That's play acting. I think I might go to the one tomorrow. This one is giving me a headache. Oh, here's another Trump guy. So basically, so I'm done. I wonder how this is going to look at home, because I keep saying rotate my device. I'm Mr.